Welcome back. This is the third and final part, our discussion with Karie about her story and with family courts and what it's been like for her. First of all, we want to know where you go from here, but before I get to that last question, you've had to become now your own advocate. You've had to now learn how to file paperwork. Tell me about that.
I have learned enough about family law that I could probably go now take a course as a legal assistant or a law clerk and not even have to do any homework. I've learned how to file all the papers myself. I've learned the dates and times that they have to be filed by. I've actually done my own trial management conference brief, which is the next step when we get to a trial management conference. It's the last step before you go to trial, where you both tell the judge how much time you think you're going to need, what your case is going to say, who you're going to ask questions, who the witnesses are going to be. And I've actually done every paperwork from the time my lawyer quit up until now, which is a year and a half, pretty much.
Do you feel that you're going to be able to do this well in order to help you get to the next level?
When I get to the trial, I have no idea, because there the paperwork ends and I actually have to know what questions to ask people, how to prove a case. These people have gone to school for years and years, so it's probably not going to go too well because I'm probably missing things that I should know. I'm hoping that I'll find somebody that'll help me at that stage. If not, I will go in and represent myself. I'm not going to just give up. Everybody keeps telling me, don't quit. That's what he wants you to do. He's been dragging this out because he thinks that one day you'll just stop and you'll quit and you'll just walk away with nothing. So,
is that in your character to quit?
No, but it's in his character to make people quit. He's very intimidating and very overbearing, and he'll like demean you and kick you down, and then a lot of times people will go away. I don't know why he thinks I will. It is not my character to quit.
What's next? So where are you going to go?
Trial management conference at the end of the month, and then we are supposed to have a trial in November, and I think I'm going to give a call to my MP and see if I can get any help and just explain the story and see if there's any way that they can help me, because I've had people say, why don't you call your MP and see if there's anything they can do to get you at least representation at the final trial, because I don't know how to do any of that, and it's huge. It's a month's worth of work.
And is there nobody at the family court system right now that can actually step in? There's no duty counsel?
No, they have duty counsel. But when you go in to talk to duty counsel, they say, we can only talk to you about procedural matters unless you are actually poor enough to get legal aid. To get legal aid, a family of 4 have to make under $12,000 a year. So if you actually have a car or have a home to live in, you're not getting legal aid.
You're going to qualify.
No.
There's every reason in the world to quit this fight, but I mean, really, you couldn't get less than you already have.
Well, the worst thing about it is it's not fair to my kids, because what he does to them is controls them with what he gives them. And if he doesn't like the way they're doing things, or they're not agreeing with him and running around doing everything he wants, he controls them with what they have. He'll take the money away. He'll take the car away. He'll make things disappear. And I hate that. I just want them to be able to have things and have a mind of their own, because he's very controlling and he uses money to control them, and they're teenagers and it's easy to do.
It is. Last comment, actually, before we go. You would say that men and women men often claim that the family courts are harsh on them.
Yes.
You've sat in lobbies.
I've sat and listened to hundreds of stories where men said, I can't believe they want this much from me. I can't afford it. I'm going to lose my house. They're crazy. And for some reason, I'm sitting there 2 years later, and it's like, I didn't ask for the world. My offer to settle, because he would not valuate his business, was less than half of our net worth before his business was valuated. And I said, when I take that less than half, I'm going to put $50,000 into a high interest account for each of our children and give it to them on their 25th birthday when it's finished gaining interest and they're old enough to try and take care of it properly. And I've also offered to give him the title of the vacation property, which is worth about $100,000. What that was leaving me, in a man that's worth probably $1.5 million, it was leaving me with $250,000. And he just said, go away, I'm not even considering it. I was trying to take that money from my children. I was trying to give him the vacation home so that it was a trade-off for the other amount, so that I could actually go out and just have a home. I don't have a home now. I rent a home now. And he has 3. He has 3 homes, and I rent somebody else's little tiny house. So it's just not fair.
Well, we're looking forward to see what happens. It's unfortunate the FRO hasn't been able to have any teeth. That when there's been these undertakings that have been said forward, that they've been able to be ignored. I'm sure that it's going to be an interesting trial. When do you go?
November. We don't have a date yet, but they've told us it's going to be this fall. So the November trials, one of them will be our date.
You ready?
Not yet.
Well, keep us posted what's going on.
Okay.
Thanks for being a part of the show. Well, if you have a story about something that's going on in your family court stories, or your stories of working with the courts, and whether you're male or female, happy to hear the stories. Bring them in here. One person's story is always important to listen to. We learn from each other. Until we meet again, take good care.